Now, while entering in the very difficult question of understanding the logic of potentization, homeopathic medicine are prepared in two ways: potentization in solid media and potentization in liquid media. What is potentization in solid media? That is a titration. Insoluble substances are triturated with sugar of milk till 6x potency is reached. This 6x potency titration is then dissolved in hydroalcohol mixture to get 8x potency. But do you believe that iron powder will dissolve after attaining 6x potency in water and alcohol? How taken for granted? Alcohol, iron, sand, how these insoluble substances may get dissolved in water or alcohol? And what our pharmacy is saying, it will get dissolved. The question should be raised, and actually skeptics are arising these questions. Let us see what is trituration. The object of trituration is to reduce insoluble drug substance to a very fine state by rubbing with lactose crystal so that it goes into liquid phase as colloidal particle. Mind it, as colloidal particle. It doesn't dissolve. It passes in liquid phase as only as colloidal particle. It is so for that it is essentially required to rub drug particle efficiently with help of lactose crystal of proper size. Mind it, lactose crystal of proper size, so that drug particle breaks into finer particles. I've taken some lactose in that modern pestle and try to titrate that, nothing will happen. As your lactose is not of proper size. In the pharmacy, you find that you shall have to start with coarse lactose powder that is given there. The sizes are not mentioned, but coarse lactose powder is said there. The first question is why lactose? Why is titrating with lactose, not with any other thing? Among the edible solids, lactose crystals are unique for their hardness, and at the same time, they're inert and do not have any medicinal property. Among the edible things, lactose is one of the hardest material. Lactose is one of the hardest material. No other edible solid substance matches this hardness. Even iron powder, when triturated with lactose crystal of proper size, grinds to finer particles. In Mohs scale, hardness scale, lactose is harder than iron. Mohs scale lactose is something like 6 more, whereas iron is something like 5.5 more in Mohs scale. Lactose crystals are harder than iron powder. So if we try to grind softer material with lactose, that will grind. But proper grinding of drug substances will require lactose crystal of proper size, mind it, proper size. Otherwise, the titration will be of no value. I'm giving some example. This red ball, this drug substance, and lactose crystal, very small lactose crystal, we try to titrate with these small blue balls. Can they grind the drug substance? They cannot. We shall have to grind it with larger lactose crystals, that is coarser lactose crystals, that will be able to grind this drug substance. And again, when drug substance attains smaller size, can we grind it with these big crystals? No, we cannot. And these big crystals will grind themselves, it will not grind this smaller particle. So there we require smaller size of lactose crystal. So we must be very sure what material we are using, which size of lactose crystal we are using for trituration. Other trituration will be inefficient. These are some machines where trituration, how to triturate. One thing more. I told you that lactose crystals are very hard. So when we triturate lactose crystal in a mortar and pestle, it will grind the mortar and pestle itself also. So mortar and pestle must be harder than lactose. Mortar and pestle, if we wish to try come out of the mortar and pestle, that will admix with the medicine, with triturated material. So when we take the trituration, we get, apart from those trifluoride drug substance, so much quantity of powder of China clay. Is that advisable? The motoring vessel must be hardness of 8 or something more than that. You shall have to test it properly. Otherwise, you won't get proper trifluoride material. Now come to logic of potentization of liquid in liquid media. What happens during potentization? Is it made dilution? How we claim that our potentized medicine, even where the dilution is far above the so-called Avogadro number, are physiologically active? What is the Avogadro number? Before that, I am based on two pillars. There is the information and theory. There are two pillars of science. I'm giving you a few information only. The first medicine not merely placebo reaction. In very short, I'm giving a short concisely a few papers. Okay, a few papers. Let us skip that. But what is the theory? Let me ask one question. When we dissolve 1 teaspoonful of salt in the glass of water, whether that solution contains sodium chloride or not, if we will answer yes, it contains. It will salt. It will test to be salty. You test it chemically, it will show the presence of chloride. You test it in other machine, it will show that sodium chloride is present. Everything is there. Okay. But we are going on diluting this solution so that we can get natrium 30. That means 10 to minus 60 times dilution is to be done on that solution. But the whole solution will still contain natrium or not? Can you answer me? I think if you say yes, I say why when science is saying then nothing will be present after that dilution. If you say no, I'll say, but the sodium chloride goes then. It was there, but how it vanishes? What science says? We should understand what is science. 30 potency in centesimal scale means the concentration of the solution in final solution is 60. And the Avogadro number is 6.023 into the 23 number of molecules. That means any material diluted past into 24 may not contain even a single molecule in the unit volume. Then how are medicine effective? Very recently you have seen some papers that our medicine may contain nanoparticles. Mind it, nanoparticles are much bigger than molecules. When somebody is questioning about the presence of a single molecule in the solution, how you can say that nanoparticles will be present everywhere? How that can be evenly distributed? Somebody may find that, but somebody may not. Just see this example. This upper picture is of concentrated solution. The molecules are very close, and the molecules, solid molecules, goes there. Solvent. In between these two, what you will find? There is no molecule you will get of the solute. The key stumbling block to serious consideration of homeopathy is the presumed implausibility of biological activity of homeopathic medicine in which source material is diluted past Avogadro number of molecules. Yes, it is right. It is beyond Avogadro. Sometimes we may get some molecules, sometimes we may not. That's why what nature science is now focusing focuses on three-dimensional complex network structure of condensed phase of water rather than the original solid molecule. I think we're not going to the science. Let me skip that. If sometimes I can get some chance, I can go to the science.